Hi, I'm Luziana, Brasil, and today I'm going to teach you the practice of I taught you on the 3 last videos about Portuguese for foreigner, Português para estrangeiros. So we use the first conjugation, the second conjugation, and the third conjugation in Portuguese. Primeira conjugação, segunda conjugação, terceira conjugação. What I mean? Verbs ending with AR, first conjugation, ER, second conjugation, or OR, and third conjugation, IR. Okay? So, let's go. So, this is a dialogue. The translation is on this side, but the translation you have to learn not first we are learning translating, but by our time, after a while you will get used. Okay, so let's go. Let me see. Are you listening? Because I was talking and I thought you were listening. Now I saw the microphone was not that great. So we are learning the practice of the second conjugation, of the present of the verbs on the first conjugation, second conjugation, third conjugation. Okay, present tense in Portuguese, presente indicativo. What does mean indicativo? When something is fact. Okay, when you indicate something, it's not a doubt. Okay, it's not a possibility. It's a sure. For sure. Okay, so the two people in the dialogue, Bianca is a name from Italian language, but is common in Portuguese, and Paul is because Paul is from Canada or from US, whatever, is a English speaker. Okay, let's go. So Bianca says, eu estudo o ano todo, mas hoje eu quero descansar. Eu estudo o ano todo, mas hoje eu quero descansar. Paul says, the translation, eu estudo, I study. So estudo means study. All year long, o ano todo. But, today, hoje, eu só, I forgot the saw here, forgot. Here, let me correct it here because I forgot the saw. Just a second. So, eu só. Só means just. Only is só too. So, eu só, I only, I just, eu apenas can be too, can be just. Apenas can also be just. Eu apenas quero descansar. Descansar. Is just rest. Okay? Descansar means to rest. So, do you see there is AR here on the end? Let me make a line here so you can see. So this is also a verb. Descansar is with AR, is a regular verb. Eu descanso, tu descansas, ele descansa, nós descansamos, vós descansais, eles descansam. Okay? So the verb, I just want to rest. Eu só quero é. What I just want is to rest. O que eu só quero é descansar. Paul says, como você diz que hoje você quer descansar, você vai viajar. It's because it's a question. So you make that So, como você diz que hoje você quer descansar, se vai viajar. So that has that because a question, okay? The end has that sound that is a question. So how do you say that today you want to rest if you are going to travel? But in Portuguese, that the end has that's a question, okay? So the intonation shows that is a question. So, como você diz que você quer descansar? Como? How? Como? Você, you, this, say, to say, and say in the present. The verb dizer is a irregular verb here. So which verb we saw already here? We saw descansar, that is with the AR, and with the verb dizer, ER. Dizer is an irregular verb, so it says, dizer is, eu digo. You see, why irregular? Because it changed right here. It doesn't use the Z, that it changed to G. So, eu digo, tu dizes, ele diz, ela diz, eles, nós dizemos, vós dizeis, eles, them, they dizem. Elas dizem. Você diz. Vocês dizem. Why that head on the E? Because the sound from the nose, okay? So that's how the conjugation of the verb to say, dizer, in Portuguese is a irregular verb. So, eu digo, tu diz, dizes, ele diz, ela diz, nós dizemos, vós dizeis, eles dizem, elas dizem. Você diz, vocês dizem, okay? You remember what is você and vocês. I won't explain again, because if you need, you can go back to the other video. Okay, let's go. So you have also the verb to study, estudar. We saw in the video about the verb with the AR. Alright? We have here the verb we have also the verb here, verb to be in Portuguese. Okay, that one you see on the beginning of the history is a regular verb for sure. So, como você diz que hoje você quer, hoje, today, você quer, quer is on the infinitive to wish, infinitive mode is the verb with, and the verb quer, querer, oh sorry, it's not on the infinitive, it's in the present. I want, você quer, ele, I want, you want. So the verb querer, to want, is a irregular verb, and you have eu quero. You see how irregular it is? Você, tu queres, ele quer. See? So, and why is to he if I say você? Because você has the verb, the pronoun você has the verb because it's a treatment pronoun. So I speak to você as a third person, but I'm speaking to the second person, you. Okay? Second person of the dialogue, that's you. So, você quer. Ela quer. Ela, she, quer. Is the present. Nós queremos. You know already why it's a regular verb, because he loses the, it just loses the letter out. Okay? Nós queremos, vós quereis, eles querem, vocês querem, elas querem. Okay, so the verb to want is the conjugation. So we have two irregular verbs already, dizer and querer. Dizer, to say, and the querer, to want. Okay, let's go on. So, como você diz que você quer descansar se vai viajar? Vai is present, is to go, to go. And the verb to go is irregular too. Is of the verb ir. I will put a small letter so you can see ir. Yeah, there is a verb that has just two letters, ir. on the infinitive, and on the present is eu vou, tu vais, ele vai, ela vai, você vai. Even being a treatment pronoun, I'm putting there because we use too often. The você and the vocês is a treatment pronoun, but we use too often, so I'm putting there. Nós vamos, vós vais, vades, Now I got in doubt. The vós. Let me see. Sometimes we have some doubt. We almost never use that. Idis, not vades, idis. Sorry. Idis to idis. Oh, my Portuguese is getting worse. Damn teacher. Eles vão, elas vão, it's weird, just a second. Yes, right, you see that is site that teach you. So it's a irregular verb, anomaly because it changes a lot, and it's also auxiliary, and is indirect verb. It needs help, or because someone who goes to somewhere. Okay, going on. Let's go. So eles vão, elas vão, vocês vão. I know it's lots of information, you know, but let's go. That the video needs lots of study of other verbs. So the verb also, I'm just pointing here the verbs we are talking here. And we have another verb here. Viajar is a verb with AR, right? So we have another verb there. It's a regular verb. So, como você... Let's go to the beginning. Eu estudo o ano todo, mas hoje eu só quero descansar. Or, hoje eu apenas quero descansar. Possess. Como você diz que hoje você quer descansar se vai viajar? So here, because the verb viajar has another verb before it that is conjugated already, that one doesn't need to be conjugated. It will stay on the infinitive. It's like, you are going to travel. Okay, it's going to, so you travel doesn't need to be travels. So you understand? So De viajar means to travel. Bianca says, só em pensar. Just thinking, to think, in thinking. Em Maceió, pensar is a verb ending with ar. Just think in Maceió, Alagoas, Brasil. The S after vowel has sound of Z or Z. So Brasil. Já me dá alívio. Here is another verb, já me dá. That DA with accent is different of DA without accent. This one means that one, da without accent means for example, this book is of the library. Esse livro é da biblioteca. So that's why da. Okay? This one with accent da is to give on the present. So it gives me a relief. So da is another verb to give. But it's here on the group of irregular verb dar. Let me put it down there because it's irregular. Dar. Eu dou, tu dás, ele dá, nós damos, tu dás, vós dás, eles dão, elas dão, vocês dão, você dá. You give a headache to your parents. Você dá dor de cabeça para os seus pais. Okay? So that's the verb to give in the present. Ok? Eu dou, tu dás. Ele dá, nós damos, vós dais, eles dão, elas dão, vocês dão, você dá. Ok? Is in the present of the to give. Okay, let's go back to the dialogue that is taking too long. Paul, a que horas o voo parte? Do jeito que você fala, eu já estou ansioso. So, this one, parte, is the present of the verb partir. Okay? Let me put here. I don't know if I already spoke about the verb partir. Partir is a regular verb. Okay, regular verb ending with ER. So we have the AR here, the ER, and the IR, the third conjugation, so the verb the third conjugation, partir. That one you already saw, I don't need to conjugate because you already know. So, do jeito que você fala, eu já estou ansioso. This one is a regular verb, the verb to be, and you have that class in another video, okay? I will put the link. So this one, falar, to speak is regular verb. And estar is irregular verb. I will put it down here because it's irregular. Estar. And you have the class just of the estar verb. Okay? I will remember to put the link of the estar. And believe, eu acredito. Acreditar. All those verbs I'm telling you, you can practice making the conjugation. Acreditar, to believe. Okay. And sair, to leave, sair. Sair is with ER. Let me find a space for it. Sair. Is it a verb, regular verb or irregular verb? Let's see. Sair is a irregular verb. You see? So you can see here in that channel, in that side, the conjugation of the verb sair. Eu saio, tu sais, ele sai, ela sai, nós saímos, with accent in I, vós saís, eles saem, elas saem. Okay, so it's a irregular verb, and you have the past, imperfect past, the perfect past, the more than perfect past, the future of the present, and the future of the past. You can look, but we will see that in the future. So let's see the complete dialogue without stopping. So Bianca says, eu estudo o ano todo, mas hoje eu só quero descansar. Or eu Apenas quero é descansar. Paulo says, como você diz que hoje você quer descansar se vai viajar? Essa question. Só em pensar em Maceió, Alagoas, Brasil, já me dá um alívio. Paul says, a que horas o voo parte? What time? Do jeito que você fala, eu já estou ansioso. Bianca, eu acredito que o voo sai às 10 horas da manhã. Eu acredito que o voo sai às 10 horas da manhã. Okay, in the last explanation before we finish, here we have this A, and here this A. What they mean? Let me put another color because I was using that color for verb and it's not a verb. Here and well, if I use blue, it will be blue, the other one too. So orange here and here. What they mean? When you have time, when you translate at, you have a with that line there. Okay, that means that the word we call acraseado. Acraseado is a with that trace to the left. Okay, when the trace is to the right, is acute accent, is a pronunciation accent that já, okay? But this one, no, this one means there is two A. One is A, meaning forgot the name of preposition, the preposition A, that it, and the noun, the article A. The article A means a female. Okay, so the time for us is a female word. So we have at a time. So at the hour. Okay, what the hour, the bus. At what hour the bus leave. Okay, so that's why we have. So when you have a hour that you don't know if it's plural or singular, sorry, that one's. So just a second, where is the verb? Aqui hora, because it's a singular word. When that A is singular, the noun that follow is singular. When that A has an S is plural, the noun is plural. So at what time? The time is hora, and what the at 10 is plural, so horas. Okay, it's a little confusing, but we have that when you have plural nouns like numbers, you have plural article. Okay, the article linked to that noun. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Kisses, bye bye. I know it's too much, but that's how it is. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye bye. May God bless and protect you all.